Oh shit, we got a lot of people.
Hi, what's up? Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons with the comic book community. It's been a minute, but we're back in full force. And Gordon greeting everybody, already waiting, always appreciated. And John is greeting Gordon. So it's been a couple weeks. So I'm sure everyone remembers exactly what was going on. Especially JP, who
we just showed up at the thing and the vampire appeared again, right? That's what I remember.
Yeah, you guys defeated the vampire.
Oh, okay.
Barely.
Yeah, I heard it. I think I did hear about that. It was super.
A couple people got knocked unconscious.
Yep.
But Valin was actually a huge help in this battle because she had one of her abilities when she hits with it stops the enemy from recovering hit points, which he would have been doing every turn. So honestly, like that could have made the difference in the end.
Probably didn't make the difference.
But you made it through. She has a which this will be information for you that is worthwhile. She has a kind of less powerful tiny hut version spell.
Oh yes, I heard about this. That they were like you made them lay on top of
they're all 69ing each other.
They were 69ing each other when they
The problem is that
can't get it out of my mouth.
Tickles can't fit in there now.
Tickles can no longer go in there because he's like 20 feet tall.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that he was continuing to grow. That's right. I forgot.
So he is at his maximum height and maximum strength, but he is enormous. So he can't fit in the tiny hut. He probably can't fit into some buildings at this point. So we'll have to see as we go along.
How long did that last?
It's permanent, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I think
unless we did something like dispel magic or something like that.
Right, but I think it's more complicated.
And he's a dragonborn, so he's basically Godzilla now. He's going to be stomping on villages, and people will be screaming. Ah!
A greater restoration spell.
Yeah, I still have that from where we ate the fruit. I've never used those.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want to make him small, it does. He did increase.
Well, I mean, I think I'm not. If it's not a detriment, I'm not going to. But if we get somewhere where he can't continue with us, then I can use it.
Sure.
So for now, I won't worry about it.
Something to keep in mind.
But yeah, because I think what was it? I could use lesser twice or greater once. I believe is what that was.
Okay.
From eating that fruit thing.
I think it was lesser 3 times or greater once and lesser once.
That's right. That's right.
3 uses.
Yeah, it was 3. There was 3. Yeah, I could use lesser 3 times, greater once, and lesser once. That's right.
And where does the Cheshire Cat come in?
It doesn't.
Drink this.
And then
so we can't
after that,
you Tickles when the time comes.
Well, I got a +6 in strength right now. I mean,
I didn't. That's why I said we won't do it until we need to.
Yes, please.
Then you walk down the very long path that led south from that room, and found yourself in this place.
Oh,
the foosball.
Yeah, let me try to zoom in here.
It's got goalposts. Look at it.
This is this area here is where you played the sports ball, and then you exited this arena and fought some bad guys here, and that's where we ended, I believe.
Okay.
I will read to you the description of seeing this place, since you missed that. Okay, so these are the first couple things you would see. From the causeway in the bottom left, green and purple lights cast an otherworldly glow upon the frost draping the silent city. Clawing spires, broken domes, and steeples leaning at odd angles surround a huge citadel. At the foot of the causeway, a giant statue lies prone and motionless, its surface gleaming with rime. And then the little spires that are around the edge of this place. Stone walkway leads to a tower that claws upwards and inwards, its pointed roof leaning menacingly overhead. Narrow windows pierce its walls, gargoyles cling to its eaves, and a doorway at the tower's base gapes open. You guys have not chosen to explore those yet. As I said, you played the sports ball and you fought some dudes, and that was about it, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Did we ask the orb if it knew where we were or what we were supposed to be doing here?
Yeah, it knows a little bit. It knows that this is the fallen city of Yithrin.
Okay.
But because it has been kind of buried under here for so long without any contact, all that's really known about it is kind of some myth and legend. No, he doesn't really know what happened because there's no record of it.
But it doesn't. Do we know what we're supposed to be trying to accomplish? I guess why we're here.
You're looking for a way to defeat Auril.
Defeat the Frostmaiden. Okay, but we don't know what that means. We don't know what that means yet at this stage.
Yeah, I mean,
we're kind of walking around blind.
I can't remember, but Valin believes there is some sort of book or spell or something that you can learn here that will give you the power to defeat her.
All right. Well, and so we're like right
You're
right there.
Okay. Right there, yeah.
There are specific areas that have things you can explore in the book, but basically this is a free roaming city, and I will kind of lead you towards areas that are of import. But if there's anything that looks interesting you see on the map that you want to try to explore, I will let you know if it is something or not.
Okay.
All right. So, do you guys want to do the spiral, the hooks things on the end, or you want to do like it's like a clock tower there, or do you guys want to go see that round area inside? What do you guys want to do?
Say, at least do one of the little outside towers while we're still kind of on the outside edge, maybe. Just see what they are.
Oh, I mean, it's Alex's brought up.
I mean, that's kind of what we did. Like, it just was like, let's look at this, let's look at that, and then it just was whatever was near to us is what we investigated so far.
But you guys haven't done either of these things, the two little hook things on the outside, right?
No, there seemed to be like no. I think there was something about we examined them from a distance. There was no light, there was no noise, there was no movement, if I'm recalling correctly.
Okay.
But maybe I'm wrong.
Does it say where we are? Does it say what those other things are? I mean, there's like a rectangle right there. I mean, what does it describe? Like anything like that rectangle is, or
all of this stuff here is kind of just random ruin. So it's just like pieces of the city that have crashed down and littered the street, more or less.
Okay.
So there are things like you could like hide behind or uses cover and stuff like that, but there's nothing to explore in them. They're just,
my thought would be either go back, and if you guys weren't sure if you did a good look at those little hook things on the outside, or go toward the little tower thing with the blue, it's kind of straight in front of us, or just go into the little circle area and see what's in there. See 3 options.
Yes, that seems to be our choices. I fully agree.
100%.
So, you guys want me to make the decision then, or nobody else?
Let's let Alec remind me. Like when we glanced at those little hook spire things hanging on the outside of the disc, I thought you had said no noise or activity appeared to be coming from them. They were like relatively small, like lookout spots or something.
well, I mean, they're not necessarily relatively small, but they are. I mean, this place is fairly massive, so they are large, but they are fairly narrow but tall.
Okay, there's a little causeway that leads to it, and
Yep.
we, from our like a distance, I thought you had said something like no lights were coming from them, no activity, no noise.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm fine investigating one of them if you want.
Let's go.
Yeah. If you guys were satisfied, I don't know what you guys.
Let's go take a look at one. Sure.
Yeah, we don't know until we look at it.
All right.
The north one. Let's do the one right next to the arena where we fought.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I just realized I left my dice downstairs. I'll have to roll with the computer tonight.
You can hobble yourself back up there and get them.
Slide on your ass, pull yourself up.
Basically.
Okay, so this is confusing, but the descriptions they give for this spire is for an upside down one, so I'm going to try to figure it out. Okay, so you enter this spire into an entrance room, kind of like a foyer, like it's not fancy like that, but it is in effect the same thing. It is a room that is about 10 by 15 with a door on the far side. It has sconces on the wall. It has identical stone statues on either side of the door, but the door is ajar.
Can I, now that we're in here, can I do a perception check just to see if I hear anything, see anything that looks
Certainly
curious? Um, 13.
You do not hear much of anything coming from where you are.
Okay. I guess I will.
It seems pretty quiet.
Go over to the door, and you said it was ajar, and just kind of look through and see if I can see anything.
Sure. You see a hallway. The end of the hallway, there is a um, a stairway leading up, and there are 2 doors, one to the left and one to the right before the stairway.
All right. I move through the door and go to the doorway on the right, and investigate that door to see if it's locked or just trapped or anything like that.
It is not locked.
Okay. Then I crack it open, and what do I see?
You see a library with tall bookshelves. A lot of their contents have been spilled onto the ground. It's a large table with one leg broken. But otherwise just appears to be a library in disarray. And remember this, maybe not remember, I might not have told you this. One thing that the orb does know is that this city fell from the sky. So it is not surprising to see that the contents have been strewn about. It doesn't necessarily indicate that it has been looted or anything like that. It just,
Okay.
you could infer that when it crashed down, it knocked a lot of the stuff around.
I will use that investigation roll that I made, thinking I was going to have to do it at the door to look around the room. I rolled a 15.
What are you looking for?
Anything that you said there's like books and stuff, anything that sparks my interest that might help us or give us an indication of where we should go within the city. Are there maps? Are there books that might indicate something about the Frostmaiden? Just anything that might help us.
It's very vague. He's like, I'm gonna look at every single book in this place.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna look at every one, but like just
my character might investigate all the books. So I'm happy to
tell books
spend
that
some
Dill
time
might be able to use.
investigating.
Anything that looks useful. Based on a 15 level investigation.
Okay. Yeah, you see a couple books that catch your eye.
Mine is a level 25 investigation, just so you know.
Okay. All right. Well, never mind. I'll go stand in the corner, find Dill.
I'm like, book!
You see 3 books that interest, that at least jump out as possible interest. One is called Magical Wonders of Netheril. It's a collection of interviews with Netherese archmages. One moment. It includes sketches and descriptions of something called Mythalar, which looks like an enormous crystal ball held in an ornate cradle.
Oh, okay.
It sheds bright light in 300-foot radius and dim light for an additional 300 feet. The Netherese used these devices to keep their cities aloft and empower their magic items.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
You also find one called Mysteries of the Theremin. Theremin.
Like ferrymen, like people who ferry you?
No, Phairimn.
Okay.
They're telepathic funnel-shaped monsters that lurk in the Underdark, which, so if you ever find yourself in the Underdark, it might be useful in that regard.
Okay.
And the third one you find is called Wizards in the Hollow, which chronicles the birth of the Netherese Empire. but it is a dull plotting story about the lives of 3 wizards. So it is
Dibs. Dibs.
Yeah. It's boring, but at least it gives you some.
Well, whichever the ones that I found, I just hand them to Dild. There you go.
But
Nerd.
otherwise, it just seems to be, nothing especially remarkable or eye-catching.
Okay. All right. Well, I hand those to Dild and then cross the hall to the other door and crack it open. Well, if it's not locked.
It is not. This room contains shattered and jumbled equipment, much of it near 2 heavy wooden work tables, one of them on its side, the other one upside down.
All right.
There's also a door to the right.
Okay. Well, before I check out the door to the right, I check out the equipment, see if there's anything useful in that.
Okay.
Or maybe I let Dild do that if it's a
Yeah,
investigation.
he's got a 25.
Yeah,
Oh, I
he's
have to
a better
roll.
investigator than
It's
I am.
another round. I got to roll again, buddy. That was only a 21.
Oh, only. Everything is either broken or not valuable or useful. You do find an iron key. That is the one thing that seems like could be useful.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's see. I'll tell everybody, and then does
All right. Then I will
anyone want
go
to
to
carry
the,
the key for us?
I'll take the key or whatever. So,
All right, here you go, Mike.
and then I go over to the door out of the other door in this room. And does it is it locked or does it open?
It does open. The floor of this room is covered with shards of glass, frozen pools of spilled fluids, and the wreckage of 2 cabinets. In a niche in the far corner of the room, a metal chest is bolted to the floor. Its lid is locked.
I carefully make my way across the room and see if the key works with this lock.
Okay. Yes, it does.
All right.
Let's wait. Can I
Before
investigate?
I open it, I was going
Yank
to say, if somebody who's got good investigation, check for traps.
I want to. Well, first I want to investigate the spills in the room and kind of get a sense of what is all this stuff all over the ground.
Okay.
That wasn't so good. That's an 18.
They are, they were at one point potions of one sort or another.
Okay.
Can't really identify them because they are frozen solid. So, they're just different.
Clearly
colored
been here for a while, though.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will investigate the lock mechanism to see if it's booby trapped or just trapped in general. That was a 13. I'm getting worse, guys. It's fading. 13.
You do not identify any traps.
Okay.
All right. Tell the wizard to step back, and I use the key and I open it.
Okay. Inside there are 4 intact potions. They are potions of resistance. 1 for acid, 1 for cold, 1 for fire, and 1 for force.
Okay. Before I pick them up, I check to see if they're trapped inside. That's an at 20.
You do not identify any traps.
Okay, so I pick those up. So it's a potion of resistance.
I heard acid, cold, and 2
4
others.
potions of resistance. 1 acid, 1 cold,
Fire and force.
1 fire. And
How can you be resistant to forces? I mean, come on.
It's a force damage.
Juggernaut
Force,
is
the force
Okay,
is everywhere. in all things.
not the force. Force
Oh,
damage.
okay. All right.
So
Wrong
I'm
game.
going to. Do we want to distribute those, or do we just want to put them in the bag of holding for the moment?
Let's put them in the bag. I don't
Yeah.
need them.
So I'm going to add those to my inventory and put those in the bag of holding. Acid force, fire, cold, and what was it? Acid. Okay, so all right. So basically, when you drink this potion, you get resistance for 1 hour to that effect. Whatever one it is. Okay. Go back out to the stairs, I guess.
Okay. All right. So you head up the stairs into a fairly large room. Contains 2 metal cages, both badly damaged. Narrow windows along the bowed outer wall afford you a glimpse of the outside from where you were outside.
Okay. Well, investigate this room and see if there's anything here that looks interesting or useful. Like in the cage, I guess starting with the cages, like what they were meant to hold, or were they broken? Like from the inside, were they empty? Like
Okay.
whatever happened here. That's a 16.
Yeah, one of the cages holds what you can identify as the carapace of a long dead insect-like creature. If you'd like to roll a nature check to see if you can identify it, you may.
Sure. 16.
Yes, you do not know what it's from, but it is certainly of no threat to you because it is
Dead. Okay.
dead. There is a door heading north, and there is a door heading to the east.
Okay. Based on the layout of just how we've come up here, does one of them, which one is more likely to continue up and which one is this floor? Or would I know?
I mean,
if there's not like something obvious to like the way the building is laid out, then I'll just go to one. But I just, if there was one that was obviously like, this is probably this level and that one's probably taking us up, I was going to do this level first. But
both have the potential because you came in from the middle of the east wall. So there's a door below that, and then the door leading north could also loop around to stairs. You don't necessarily.
All right. Well, I'll check the one to the east first.
Okay. It is a spiral staircase.
All right. Then I will note that and then move over to the one on the north.
All right. An upside-down table sits in the middle of this room, and books are scattered around it. Clinging to the bowed outer wall is an upside-down. Oh no, not upside down. There's a fireplace. Along that same wall is a window.
More books, Dill.
There is a door to your left heading west, and then a door on the far right side heading south.
You want me to investigate the books?
Sure. Well, I figured you would. You're the book nerd.
That was even worse than the other one. That's an 11. It's from 25 down to 11. I'm really falling off the wagon here.
Just keep going.
Yeah. At some point, I'm just gonna. It's like I'm losing my eyesight during this journey.
So most of these books seem more damaged than the ones you found in the library. So
Okay.
it is a bit easier to sort through them to see if there's anything salvageable. You do see two that are mostly intact. Neither of them seem quite as important, but one is called Ajamar's Guide to the Fantastic with a PH, fantastic. It looks to be some sort of a textbook on illusion magic for younger students.
Okay.
And then one called An Unfettered Mind. It seems to be the ramblings somewhat of a lunatic that discuss how one might exist solely as a disembodied brain.
Thanks, Charlie. Sorry.
It includes many sketches of brains in jars.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know that I'm going to take those two books. Sorry. I think I'm going to leave those.
All right. You said south or west? Let's go south first. Or did I get that wrong? Is that not where the...
No, yeah, you're right. It appears to be what was once another set of staircases, or another set of stairs going up.
Okay.
But they appear to be damaged, and you can see something partially buried under the rubble.
I will see if I can figure out what that is. Investigation.
Yep.
Ooh, 19. So
It is the skeletal remains of a humanoid. Its robes are quite tattered and old, but preserved somewhat by the cold. You do notice that that one of its bony fingers is missing.
one of its fingers is missing. Okay.
Yeah.
So somebody already took a ring or something off of it. Got it. All right. Well, I guess to the west then.
Did you search the body?
That was what I
You
investigated.
can't really search the body. It's mostly under the rubble, but that is what you can notice from what you can see from it.
I mean, I guess
if you want to spend quite a bit of time trying to remove the rubble, you can. You're a strong boy, but
am I even in the building?
What's that? Yeah, you're in the building. This is a large structure.
Okay, I went through there.
But you don't know what it will do to the structural integrity if you start moving a bunch of blocks.
Okay, no problem. Good question.
All right. I guess go to the west then. I mean, somebody else can do this if they want.
Follow you.
This room contains the shattered remains of a desk and some chairs. And as soon as you enter this room, you notice it is completely silent.
If I open it, I realize there's like no sound in this room.
Yeah, like almost like a vacuum. But it appears to be some sort of study space, so you don't know if it was.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I understand what's going on here?
Sure.
That is a 15.
Yeah, you can assume that there's some sort of permanent or long-lasting silent spell in this room to allow for quiet study.
Okay. I will go over and investigate the desk, I guess. Well, actually, as I move into the room, I want to do just now that I did the Arcana check, just a perception check to make sure there's nothing else in here that, because I can't hear, I want to make sure that I'm using my, like, looking real close to make sure that I'm not walking in on something else. So, oh, that's a 7.
Yeah, you are kind of taken aback and distracted by the silence, and so you don't really notice your surroundings as well as you would normally.
Okay.
I will tell you that the desk that you see is not like a desk with drawers. It's like a library desk. So it's
okay. So it's just a table
that you could study it.
Okay. So there's nothing, doesn't appear to be anything to really investigate.
No.
Okay. Well, I will let somebody else, then I will not worry about it unless somebody else wants to. So
I'm good.
I'm good.
all right. I guess retreat back through to the stairs that we know go up.
All right. You go up into, there's another door. You assume that you're a level above. There's a door that leads to the next level.
So there's a door going into the building and then a door that keeps going up. Okay.
No. So sorry. So it's like, think of like if you ever have gone to like stairs in a hotel where or like a parking garage where each level has its own
so
door.
you can continue up the stairs or you can go through a door.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna open the door.
All right. This chamber appears to have been a wizard's laboratory. There are storage cupboards and empty shelves fastened to the walls, shattered glass and alchemical equipment strewn across the floor, and arcane symbols painted on arcane symbols that are painted on the floor.
As soon as I see the stuff on the floor, I'm going to be like, hey, wizard, make sure we're not like walking into some sort of trap.
Yeah, I'll do an I can do a detect magic, but it's not going to tell us what it is. I can just do an investigation, though.
There's also
Investigation is touching. Perception is just
is
looking. Yeah.
There's also a door to the north and what looks like possibly was once a door, but is a broken wall leading to the west.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking like, because there were.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know what.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to Dill. My suggestion for the wizard was because there were, like you said, symbols and stuff on the floor to have him do like maybe an Arcana check or something to make sure there's not like a spell that we're going to activate by walking.
See what I
in.
recognize. Yeah.
Yeah, that you might recognize or something.
That is that's 23.
You're doing what, an Arcana check?
Yes, sir.
They are nothing that you would recognize.
All right. Well, then I guess we go in and investigate the other way, or
cabinets.
No. Well, I'll let again. You said it's pretty obviously like a wizard's lab, so I'll let the wizard investigate.
I'll investigate the cabinets.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
You find a small brass key.
Pass that over to Gray.
And a sealed scroll tube made out of a substance that you are very familiar with that gives you pause.
The blue stuff?
No, it's the
Chardolin.
obsidian Chardolin stuff.
Chardolin stuff.
And can I see inside of this casing? Is it like have an opening at one end, or is it like I gotta pick it up and take the
He
lid
says
off?
it's sealed, so
It is sealed. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
I'm gonna leave that.
I'd like to pick it up and see if I can see how to if it's trapped or something on opening it.
Okay.
You're gonna pick up Chardolin.
I haven't messed with it really before,
Yeah. So he is
and,
not.
and I know it's bad. I mean, I don't have a draw to it or anything. And I don't plan on
Then
keeping
as
it.
soon as you touch it, doesn't it do that to you?
No, it takes it overnight. Remember, it was after they slept with it. They had to roll a chance for
Oh,
it to.
I was thinking it was like.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't remember that.
I was thinking it was
Once
like.
you-
Yeah,
Once
so-
you've had the taste of it, it's like all that stuff. You want to go back to it.
Yeah. It's like my precious.
I would like.
Yeah. So if you'd like to pick it up, it does appear to be openable.
I'd like to check to see if it's trapped or something. That was a 19 investigation.
Nope. And in fact, when you pick it up, you know, Dild has spoken to you about his experience with Chardolin, and you don't notice any sort of draw or pull to it or anything like that.
Sounds like
Well,
a
I still
stripper I
gotta
had a bad night with.
Look in it and see if there's what's in it.
Okay.
Told you all about that night I had with Chardolin.
There is a rolled up piece of golden foil inside.
Ooh,
Ooh.
got a golden ticket.
I'll take it out and
All right.
Does
It is a spell scroll of invisibility.
I will give that. I guess Dild. Isn't he keeping all this type of stuff?
I can. I've got. I
was
mean,
gonna
I
say,
know the
spell
spell
scroll
greater.
Visibility.
I know
Okay.
greater
Any of us can
invisibility
use.
already.
I'll give
So
that
you
to
wanna-
Gray then, since he's more stealthy.
There you go.
Okay.
Because I won't use it. I'm too loud, even if I was invisible.
All right.
It's not
So
I don't make much difference.
let me add an item. So you should have spell scroll of invisibility.
Put the scroll holder or whatever back down. I don't want this.
Yeah, I'll take the
I don't like
scroll and put it in the bag of holding, but I'm not going to take the.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
didn't
just a
even
one-time
hand it to you.
casting of the spell invisibility. Is that what it?
Yep.
Okay. Why does it not like? What level spell is that?
Doesn't say.
By default, it is level 2 illusion.
Okay. No, just because of the way it has it, like spell scroll, and it doesn't like D&D Beyond doesn't give you like it's
Oh,
not
I
giving
see.
you choices. It just says second level spell scroll.
I got it.
So I gotta like make it that I know what that is. So spell scroll of invisibility. Okay. I'll make a note here. Okay. And you said there were doors?
Yeah, one moment. I'm trying to figure something out here. Not making any sense to me.
Okay. So you can customize it. So you can put that in there. All right. Okay.
Um, okay. Yeah, so there is a the wall is broken, headed west, and there's a door to the north.
Let's go look at the broken wall first, since it's already kind of open where you can just kind of see.
There's a stone altar in an otherwise empty semicircular room. An 8-pointed star is carved in the eastern face of the altar.
Can I do a check to see if I understand what this altar and star are for? Would that be religion? Would that be arcana?
Religion.
I'm gonna guess with a 9. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
No. Do not recognize it.
Maybe let the cleric go look. But there doesn't appear to be anything else on the floor or on the walls other than like debris from where the wall fell and then this altar.
Anyone else rolling for it?
Sure.
Did you
What
say
am I
Adam was
rolling?
gonna? Sorry.
I think Doc was gonna roll.
Oh,
I think maybe.
Yeah, I was 17.
Yes, you recognize it as the holy symbol of Mistril, the first incarnation of Mistra, the god of magic.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'll relay that.
Well, with that, unless there's anything else that catches my eye of interest, I'm gonna head over to the other side. I don't remember if it was north or west or what.
The one headed north?
The one that had the door.
Yeah, that's going north. It appears that some effort has been taken to arrange the contents of this room into a functional office. A table stands in the middle of the room, surrounded by a small stack of books. Lying on the table is a whirring amulet on a chain. You see 2 figures standing behind the table. One appears to be an undead warrior in studded leather armor. Its dead gray flesh drawn tightly over its bones, and its face locked in a terrible scowl. The other is an attractive young man in a cold weather clothing. His face beneath the frayed witch's hat displays studious eyes and a warm smile. Welcome to the Lost Spire of Netheril, he says. My name is Dizan. Or Dizan if it's Tuesday.
I thought that was coming. I was gonna make a joke, and he beat me to it.
That was good.
Gray tries not to cringe openly when he does it if it's Tuesday. Hello, friend. We are trying to explore this city. We're didn't know anyone was still here.
One second. I want to make sure. Yeah. You actually recognize this guy.
Really?
Okay.
Yes. He is the person that you saw executed in the fire. Oh, so long ago, back in 10 Towns.
Wait, remind me what we
Remember-
went. Oh, they were executing the wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we went and to see what was going on, and so this is that guy.
He appears to be that guy.
He's that guy.
Gray's gonna be like, wait, aren't you supposed to be dead? So,
Hey, it's that guy.
He says, well, no, I'm very much here and alive. Oh, you must be talking about my creator.
Your creator.
your creator.
Yes, I am a simulacrum of my creator. The tower is but a fragment of another East flying city that crashed nearly 2,000 years ago.
Wait, say that again. He's a simulacrum of his creator, and then what did he say about the city?
He said this tower is a fragment of the Netherese flying city that crashed nearly 2,000 years ago.
So you, despite us seeing what appeared to be your creator executed, that you can still last without his magic?
Well, yes, my creator found a chamber that can turn illusion into reality. The life spark of a living creature is needed to activate its power. As a creation of snow and shadow, I have no life spark of my own. My undead bodyguard is of no help in this regard. I assure you the chamber can in no way harm anyone.
Interesting. So what can you tell us about this place? As like you said, we've found our way here, and what can you give us any information about, like what we'll find here, or?
He says, unfortunately, I do not leave this spire, so I can tell you very little about outside of this.
Wow, that sucks. You can't get out of here. So okay, so when we stepped in, it's an office with bookcases. Is there any? Did you say there was anything on the desk?
It's a stack of books.
Yes,
And-
they're surrounded by stacks of books, and lying on the table is a whirring amulet on a chain.
A worrying
Whir,
amulet? Is this
WHIRRING, whirring.
Okay. Is this something we recognize or know what it is or does?
Not from your vantage point, no.
Okay.
Can we walk towards the desk?
Hey, what's that necklace?
Yeah.
He says, well, I found it in a room on the level above. I do not know what it does, nor do I care that much about it, to be perfectly frank.
Have you touched it?
Well, if he found it above and he brought it down here,
Well, I could have had the dead guy bring it downstairs. I'm saying.
I guess that's true.
Says, I will happily give it to one of you if you agree to accompany me to the rune chamber on the upper level.
The rune chamber, for what purpose?
No, he needs a life spark. He said it takes a life spark, so he's up to something.
Yeah.
If we walk,
He says, I now that my creator has been killed, in an untimely fashion. I need some assistance in completing a ritual to transfer me from a simulacrum to a full clone of design, or design if it's used.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. So I got 10.
I would also probably roll an insight check. No, I got a 10.
All right, I'll roll it too. Why not?
That's what I get.
Oh,
I got a 10.
I rolled a 14.
You rolled a 10 too, Doc?
I got a 10 with my +7. Yes.
I rolled a 14.
Tickles, the barbarian, had the best insight on this.
3.
You don't really have any reason to think that he is lying. He
Yeah,
may
but
not
I
be
don't know that I really have any
telling you the
reason to
whole
want to
truth,
help either.
So how can we help you do what you got to do to be a clone?
Well, I will explain everything in due time.
Yeah, not sure that's really our.
I don't know if I want to, swear that we'll do something without knowing what it is.
Can I just grab for the necklace?
If you'd
Do
like
anything
to.
you want to the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll grab for the necklace.
And where's my initiative?
Well, I reach for the necklace, yeah.
The undead guardian drives a sword into the desk to intercept your hand.
Easy guy, easy. Just check and take a look at it. That's all I wanted to see. Maybe I know something about the necklace you don't. I doubt it, but I'm going to check it out.
Dazan says, I don't know if you missed the part when I said I don't care what the necklace does. So it is
we might
beneficial
care
to
what
you.
it does before we would offer any kind of trade.
Well,
if it's useless, then why would we trade you something for it?
I assure you it is magical.
But that doesn't mean it's a magic that's useful to us.
That is fair enough, but look with your eyes, not with your hands.
You also don't know what you need from us.
Yeah, that is kind of a sticking point.
Hold on one second.
Now that I can see the necklace, can I do like an Arcana check just to see if I can tell what it is?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
Oh, the computer was rolling good early. It is not rolling good now. That's an 11.
You should know it's me that does those checks.
Well,
Then why don't you do one?
I'm definitely going to. If I moved close enough to do that. Well, I got a 12.
All right, I'll roll. Why not?
The barbarian's going to be our insight and Arcana guy tonight.
You better believe it. I just rolled a 17. 16
All that extra height. He's got a better angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got in this room.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Can I even walk in?
Well, that makes sense. You were the one that walked over to it, so that makes sense that you'd have the best insight. insight into what it is, or arcana on what it is. So.
You said you rolled a 17.
Yep.
He did indeed.
16 plus plus my what?
Ooh.
I got a 3 plus my 7.
Yeah, you recognize this. There's a rune on the face of the amulet, and you recognize it as the rune of a shield guardian. So you infer that this is a shield guardian amulet.
Sweet.
So did he never reply to Doc's last question about what it is we need? He's still refusing to tell us what he needs from us.
Just to give you a little bit more information, since you do know what it is, if you attune to the amulet, you know the distance and direction of the shield guardian, provided that the amulet and the guardian are on the same plane of existence. So it doesn't really like summon anything, it just allows you to find it.
Oh, okay.
Why the hell do we need to find a shield guardian?
Yeah, I don't know that's. I mean, could be useful, but I don't know if it's worth trying to make a deal with this guy, because clearly, to me, is he needs one of our lives in order to like bring himself to life. This is what it sounds to me like.
And he
The
found
spark
us-
of life.
So we got one more level. Can we just go, can we say, hey, we'll be back, go up one level and see what's up there? Since he said,
I think that's where he wants us to go, so he can spell
oh,
on us or whatever. Because he asked us to follow him upstairs. So
He says, I am not in a position to understand or discern what the runes and the crystals are in the chamber. So I know that it is possible to use them to do what I want to do, but I don't know how to do it.
yeah, I think we'll pass.
Seems
Since
a
you
bit
can't help us
dodgy.
with the rest of the city, we'll just be on our way.
yeah, we'll just back out of the room.
All right, very well. I will be here studying away.
He's not fighting us or forcing us to not to leave.
No, he's not aggressive. He just doesn't want you messing with his stuff without.
If we're not going to help him, he's not going to help us. So
Gotcha. All right, we can always come back. So do you want to go upstairs, or you just want to go just leave?
I mean, we could go upstairs and look. I'd say one of us needs to like watch from behind to see if he follows us or whatever. But
All right, well, since I'm 20 feet tall, I'll stay the last one, I guess.
so yeah, we go back out to the stairway and
Go up.
go up. I may not go into the room, but at least like look and see what we see.
Okay. So there's another door on the top floor.
Okay.
And you open it and it leads to a long hallway. There are 3 doors in this hallway, 1 to your left and 2 to your right.
I'm going to do a perception check on this hallway just to see if there's anything out of the ordinary. 14.
It appears to just be a hallway.
So there's a room one to the left and 2 to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Start with the closest one and just like look inside.
Okay, so that would be the first one on the right. Make a perception check before you open the door.
Sure. That is an 18.
Okay. You do hear some faint scratching coming from this room.
Okay. For the moment, I let the others know, and I skip that door before going into it.
Okay.
I do the same at the next door, right or left, whichever one I would come to.
Next one would be the door to the left.
That's only a 10 on perception from the outside.
Okay. You don't notice anything coming from this room.
I crack that door and look inside.
Okay. It appears to be a bed chamber, or was. There are rotted blankets and a disintegrated mattress. Mounted on the north wall is a tall, cracked mirror in a stone frame that merges seamlessly with the surrounding wall. Lying underneath the two dirt-clogged windows is a partially crumbled, rime-covered human skeleton and the tattered shreds of a nightgown.
Okay. Somebody want to investigate this room or not worry about it?
Sure.
I have
10.
decent stealth and perception, but I'm not a very good investigator. So
I've got a +3, but only gave me a 10.
only give me a 10.
Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, you did a perception of the room?
I think he did investigation.
Well, yeah. What was it? Investigation.
What are you investigating?
What was it I was looking at?
There is a rotted bed and mattress. There's a mirror, and there's a
Corpse, wasn't there?
human skeleton.
Skeleton
Yeah.
or the mirror, I would guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skeleton.
The skeleton?
Yep.
Okay. When you try to investigate the skeleton, it immediately kind of falls apart, or it falls in on itself, and you see a willow wisp come out from it. And I need you to roll initiative, please.
Just him or all of us?
Anyone who would like to engage in this fight.
Me and anybody else
Well,
that wants to help me.
If you stayed behind, then it wouldn't be you, but everyone else.
Yeah, he was going to stay at the top of the stairs, so.
All right, so I'm up. I'm not there.
I got a 13.
Got a 7.
I rolled a 16.
And I'm assuming Valin is with us as well.
Yep. All right, the will-o-wisp is up first. And since Doc is the one right there, it is going to use its shock ability on you. And I don't think an 11 is going to hit.
Nope.
So Gray is going to be next.
Yeah, I see the thing form, and I'm like, yay. Eldritch Blast! Let's see here. That is a 24 to hit
Yep.
for 8 damage. And then do it again.
What type of damage is that again?
Force.
Okay.
And that's a 21 to hit for 8 more force. Yeah, it is force, right? Yes, force.
Yeah.
8 more force damage.
Okay. When you hit it with these attacks, it turns invisible and you are out of combat.
Cool.
Okay. Back out of the room.
I was
don't
just
guess I
tying
saw
the
anything
shoes.
on the.
I didn't even get a chance to stand up.
I don't guess I see anything in the pile of dust.
I mean, I guess I was going to investigate the mirror, but I don't know that I would necessarily now that avoiding fighting this thing if we can.
Yeah, there's nothing of interest in the pile of bones.
I guess on the way out quickly, I will look at the mirror. Nat 20. I roll a nat 20.
Okay. The only thing you realize about the mirror is that even though it's built into the wall, because it's cracked, you could take pieces of it down, or you could, could be broken further to get behind it if for some reason you want to.
Does it look like does it with the 20? Does it feel like there's something behind? There's a space behind it, or is it just?
There does not appear to be a space behind it, but it does. A large piece of it could be removed.
I remove the piece.
Okay. There's nothing behind it, but you now have a large piece of mirror that is awkward to hold.
Well, I just set it down and leave the room. And shut the door. If the others are coming out, shut the door behind me. Leave the will-o-wisp on its own. Unless it decides to follow us.
No, it ran away.
Okay. Last door on the right. Perception check on the outside. 6.
Well, you're crushing it tonight with these rolls.
Oh, yeah, I wasted the 20 on the freaking mirror. All right, open the last door.
All right,
the
walls of this chamber are inscribed with interconnected runes and marred with cracks.
Okay, yeah. That's the room he needs to do his spell, so I just shut.
Okay.
From the doorway without entering, I'm going to do an Arcana check just to see if I recognize understand the runes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a 7. I don't. Stupid computer rolls. Skipping me. So unless somebody else wants to look, I just shut the door.
I'll take a look. Maybe front foot. 16.
Yeah, you recognize that the purpose of the runes are to transform illusionary creatures and objects into real ones.
I mean, it sounds like he's being honest with what he wants from us, but like, do we want him to turn into a real boy? Are we concerned that Pinocchio is going to kick our ass when he decides to become a real boy?
Well, the thing is, what is the cost for doing that? Like,
yeah, also that question. Yeah,
like
absolutely. We have
creating life. It's probably got to take life from something.
Well, he said you need a spark. You need a life spark, right?
Yeah. So, Yeah, I think we're gonna skip on that. I'm gonna go back to the door that I heard the sounds from. And do we want to mess with this or just go to the group?
I say we take a look.
All right, I'm going to try to stealthily crack the door and see what I can see.
All right, roll a stealth check for me, please.
That is a 16.
Okay. Yeah, you can. You stealthily are able to open the door wide enough to get a glimpse inside, and you see what appears to be a basilisk rummaging through the junk.
Yeah, I shut the door. I close her back and like, let's go. See no reason to fight a basilisk unnecessarily.
So are you just exiting the whole kit and caboodle?
I think so. Anything else you guys want?
I'm still at the stairs, so I don't care.
Yeah. I think we're out.
All right. As you exit, one moment. You hear some cracking of rocks, or what sounds like the cracking of rocks coming from above, and then the beating of wings. And you look up and you see 3 gargoyles coming to life from the side of this building and descending upon you. And we would need to roll initiative again.
Cutter. That's not a very good roll.
I got a 9.
5.
I got a 9.
Well, I still was the best of this group. I rolled a 12. So,
But Tony, what's your dexterity?
14.
Yeah, you got me beat there.
it's about as, I mean, it's not as bad, but it's pretty low initiative roll for me.
Well,
Wow, miraculously, Valin is going first.
That might be a first the whole campaign.
I think so.
She's normally last.
Yeah. And she was second to last in the last initiative, too.
So there's 3 of these things.
There's 3 of them, yep. Alrighty. Valin is going to blast one of them with her chill touch. That is a nat 20.
Nice. That away balloon.
That is 22 necrotic damage.
That a girl.
Gray.
Oh wow. I think initially I'm gonna stay like when they flew down, like how far are they from me or from us? Am I like already right on top of them or is there like a little distance still?
Yeah, they're probably about 30 feet in the air still.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, well, from that point, then yeah, definitely just Eldritch Blast these suckers.
Targeting
The one
21?
Valen just hit,
Okay.
I'm gonna aim at. It's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Ooh, that's good. 14 force damage.
All right.
And second one, that's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds good. 7 more.
All right. Tickles.
Okay. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just going to attack.
With what? Yeah, it would have to be a
We're
range.
still in the air.
Oh,
So you could ready an attack if one lands like next to you or whatever, but
yeah. Why do I do that? Because I'm 20 feet. This you said they're 30, right?
Right. So
oh
Sure.
wait, you are 20 feet tall. You could probably like
Yeah, all right. So when
if you'd like to try to attack with disadvantage, I'll let you try to jump and attack them.
okay,
Jump attack.
I have a question. If I became 20 feet tall, so I grew, does my weapon grow with me?
Yes, your weapon grows with you, and so does your armor. So, or whatever you're wearing.
So if I swing my great axe,
I'm not giving you 10 feet of range. If that's what you're asking.
that's exactly what
he's saying you got to jump. You can. He says you can reach them, but you're just with disadvantage. 'cause you're
Disadvantage.
jumping to do it.
All right, yeah, I'll do that once. All right, well, I get 2 rolls, so do a disadvantage. Oh, 19. Yeah, I got.
With disadvantage, you got a 19.
Yeah, because I rolled twice, right? So I got a 13 and a 19.
Select the
So
lowest.
with
So you take the
disadvantage, you
lower
take
one.
the lower one.
Oh, that would
So the
suck.
13 plus whatever.
So
to hit.
that still comes out to strength, right? So it's just I add strength, right?
Plus your proficiency.
Yeah, whatever your.
What's my proficiency? So that's 9 plus 13.
So you still had a 22 to
I
hit.
mean, it still hits, but
Okay.
you are giving yourself advantage there, buddy.
he was trying, working all
Right.
night.
Do it for the team.
How long have you been playing D&D now?
Not long enough.
Second week. It's the second
I
week.
don't remember. You guys act like I remember these things. I don't remember shit. All right. Here we
No,
go.
I'm feeling I don't remember anything these days anymore.
I went out. Okay, so that's okay. And that's 9. That was 9 for that one.
All right, that is enough to kill the first one.
Okay, so I'll go again with disadvantage. All right, so that's a 9, so that's 18.
Yep.
And then I roll again. And that's 14.
All right.
Alec, I'll be right back. I'm gonna shift. My leg is starting to kill me, so it'll just last a little bit. So be back in a second on my phone.
That's it for you, right?
Yeah,
Pickle.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Build.
How many are left?
There's 2.
Okay, one harmed and one unharmed, right?
Correct.
I'll do Scorching Ray on these guys. Let's see. That is range spell attack. I do 3. So I got 3. I'll do 3 of them. I'll do. How bloody is the injured one?
Just hit once, so not
Okay.
very.
Then I'll do all 3 at the one guy.
Okay.
See if it works. Well, that's a 10. That's not going to hit.
That is not going to hit.
That's a 22.
That definitely hits.
And a natural 20. There it is.
That'll hit too.
All right. So let's see. Each ray. The first ray does 10 points of what is it? Fire damage, yeah. The second, and then the crit does 13. Didn't roll very
23
well.
altogether.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Kind of wasted that.
All right. They are pretty unhappy with you for that.
Just the one, really.
Well, yeah, but the other, they're pals. They live together. You'll see
I don't know their living situation. Jeez. Personal information.
they live next to each other on a tower.
Come and knock on a door.
You've seen the Disney show Gargoyles. They're all great pals.
I got more of a Jack Trooper vibe from these three.
So they're both going to swoop down upon you.
Wonderful.
2 attacks apiece.
Oh, splendid.
First one's going to try to bite you.
Okay.
That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
6 piercing damage.
Lovely.
And it's gonna attack you with its claws. That's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
7 slashing damage.
Yeah. Okay.
The other one, a dirty 20.
Ladies, please, one at a time.
6 damage.
Right.
And a 15
That'll do.
for 6 more damage.
All right.
What is your AC?
11.
He's a wizard. He doesn't.
That's half of mine.
I can't wear armor.
And Doc, it's your turn. They're both now on ground level.
I will go right up to him and attack the most injured one.
Yep.
24 to hit
24 definitely hits.
for 8 damage. Non-bludgeoning. I mean, non-magical bludgeoning, if that matters.
Okay. It does.
Did that seem to do about the normal amount, or did it seem to do?
They are resistant to non-magical
Okay.
bludgeoning. Yes. So it did half.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, back to Valin, who is going to attack the one that is injured. That is a 12, which is going to miss. So Gray, back to you.
All right. So they both flew down around Doc, huh? Or Dild.
Yep.
All right, but one of them is severely injured.
Pretty darn injured. Yep.
Okay, so we'll try to finish him off. So first, Eldritch Blast at him.
I'm going to describe them as bloodied as they're made out of stone, but you can tell that they're.
Okay, what is going on here? Wait, sorry. There we go. That's a 17 to hit.
Yep.
And that is 14 force damage to him.
That is enough to turn that guy into a bunch of little crumbly pebbles.
All right. Well, then the second Eldritch Blast will go with the other one. That is a 24 to hit.
Yep.
And that is just 7. I keep rolling 2s on the second one, but 7 force damage to him.
All right. Tickles.
All right, so I'm going to attack him. That's a 12 on the first one. No, I'm sorry, that's not a 12. I apologize.
You don't have disadvantage anymore.
Right, no, it's 12 and 3. That's a 15.
15 hits.
That's a 14.
14 to hit?
Yep, I hit him for 14 points.
Oh, okay.
Okay, second time. Oh, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27.
Yeah, you could have stopped a long time ago. Since you knew a 15 hit.
And that one gave hit from for 8 points.
Okay. Dild.
So we're down to the last one. How's he looking?
Unhappy but fine.
Unhappy but fine. Been there. I'll throw a fire bolt at him. See if I can. That's a 15.
That hits.
Firebolt. I haven't done one of those in a while. I gotta remember. 10 fire damage.
All right.
And that's it.
Okay. It's Gargoyle's turn. He's going to keep attacking you.
Friendly like that.
It's over 20. 3 points of damage.
Oh, that's better.
And that's over 20 again. 4 points of damage.
What happened last time? They were like doubling these things. That's right. I like this better.
What can I say? The dice giveth and taketh away.
Wait, were you just complaining because he didn't damage you enough?
Yeah. I can re-roll if you want.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Doc.
Oh, sorry. I am going to cast Sacred Flame on him. That's a deck save.
A deck save, a... That is a 13.
That fails, so it takes 14. What is it? Radiant damage.
Alrighty. That's your turn?
Yep.
Valin is going to roll 14, which just misses. So gray.
Okay, we're gonna keep blasting away at this guy. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be 15 force damage.
And that'll do it.
That'll do it as in he's dead.
Yep. And you defeated the gargoyles, you're out of combat.
All right. Okay.
How's Dill doing?
I mean, not great.
I'll go ahead and cast a spell, heals all of us.
Oh, did anybody else take damage?
I've got a little bit left over from
From last
session.
Gotcha. So yeah, I don't have any damage at the moment. So
No, I'm also. Well, no. I lied, but I'm oh yeah, I get damage, but I'm also.
Come down to level 2. Prayer of Healing. 8. I'll heal everybody for 8.
Cool.
I will take it.
How are you looking now?
I mean, I'm just coming up to bloody.
Okay.
Right,
I'll
right here,
hit
buddy.
you with Cure Wounds then. And that'll be 12. Just you.
Ooh, looking way better now.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
All right, where to, gang?
do you guys Want to go to the circular area on the right, the circular area on the left, or the tower there beyond where you guys played the game?
Maybe the tower.
The little bluish, the tower, the little bluish thing, in
The glowing energy. Yeah.
yeah,
Looks like a shoe, like a high heel shoe.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
that one. That's what I was thinking, but
I'm fine. I mean, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
There's
yeah, I
another
mean,
tower.
we don't know where we're going for sure, no matter what. So
I just want to get to that baseball eventually.
the angry baseball.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Then to the blue tower, sort of
Okay.
blue. Got a little blue in it.
This tower reaches upward like a talon. Its stonework studded in chiseled runes. A blue light shines from its highest window.
Can I do like as we go
Any
ahead?
noise or any sign of life, as it were?
I mean, it's a very tall tower, so you can roll, but there is
I mean, just like obviously at the entrance here, do I sense it?
I mean, there's a light inside, so you would.
Okay. But no noises. Really, it's noise that I'm looking for.
Yeah, I was gonna say just anything around the immediate entrance or whatever.
Did you roll?
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted. You seem to be dismissing my need to roll.
No.
I rolled.
There you go.
I rolled a nat 20.
Fine, you beat my 19 plus 4 for a 23 on perception.
There does appear to you can get a sense that there is something in the room, the illuminated room, but you don't know what it is. You're too far away to really gather more information. But
I was more interested in like stuff down on the ground floor, like if we immediately entered, but then higher up. So
yeah, there does not appear to be anything on the initial level, but
okay. So do we find a door? I assume we found a door into this thing.
yeah, there is an entrance.
All right, I'm going to stealthily open the door, or go to the entrance, I guess, depending on what kind of entrance it is.
Okay, it appears to be a stone door.
Okay, is it something I can just open, or is it?
It does not appear to be locked or anything like that.
Okay, so I crack it open and look inside. What do I see?
Well, the first thing you see is a glyph glow brightly and then burn out.
Oh shit!
And
we lost Adam. No, Adam.
oh no. You have triggered a glyph symbol of insanity.
Oh Jesus!
Sweet.
Is that why Adam bounced out?
He knew what was
He
coming.
went crazy.
So the way this works,
So I have to make some sort of save.
make an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, intelligence.
Is this magic based? Because I have advantage against.
I assume it's just me.
It's only the first person who walks in the door.
Oh, so it's just gray. All right.
Oh, 19.
Woo!
Wow, glad it wasn't me.
Yeah, you just save.
Get the glyph out of here.
It's a good thing because my intelligence is +0. I rolled a 19. So.
He's backstage again when you're ready.
So that was a clutch roll. Good job, electronic dice.
Just snuck by that one. Just got me, Odell. Yeah. So you can enter
Right.
the
So
tower.
on this building, we need to be checking for traps. Got it.
Not now.
Well, so I'm going to be checking doorways now.
It appears
If they
to be,
guarded the outside door, there's probably more on the inside. So,
there is a large spiral staircase that ascends upwards when you enter the tower.
but there's no doors off of this main floor, just a staircase. Okay.
Up we go, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Start
Right.
upstairs.
It leads all the way to the top, and once you arrive there, you see a room with a huge anvil chiseled with vivid blue runes that rests in the center of a 30-foot diameter, 30-foot high circular chamber. Resting atop it is a hammer adorned with matching runes. 6 armored figures stand guard around the anvil. At the rear of the chamber, the frozen corpse of a wizard lies in a pile of rubble. Blue flames flicker from the braziers spaced around the room, illuminating a carved inscription on the ceiling.
Somebody's
Now
doing
read
it.
Can I read the inscription?
You speak Draconic or read Draconic?
I do.
No, I do not.
I would think Tony does. He's a Dragonborn, right?
I read it down.
So Dild and
Dylan.
Tickles can read it. It says, "First shield thy heart with a wand from the nether oak."
That's profound.
That's it. All right.
That is it.
So these things that are guarding the chamber, have they clocked that we're like in the doorway here?
Oh, for sure.
Are they responding, or are they just standing and looking at us? I mean, I guess we're not rolling initiative, so they haven't immediately like started to attack us.
Right.
Yeah, they're just chilling at the moment.
Can I just do a? So it said, what did it say? It said,
God,
First-
first guard your heart with a wand
No.
from the nether regions.
First,
Hey, I want from another region is because I'm freaking
Sorry,
I
may have-
will tell you this is important. You should probably write it down.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I thought it was.
I don't have notes at the moment, but okay.
Well, John can.
All right.
Yeah, I can
First,
come back.
first shield thy heart with a wand from the nether oak.
Wand from the nether oak. Okay. First, shield thy heart with a wand from the nether oak. And then the other runes and stuff around. So there was the writing, but then there were other runes. Can I do like a,
that is an inscription? The runes are on the anvil and the hammer.
okay?
Do
Can
you know
I,
what the runes are?
Um,
You know, my blacksmithing love and all that type of stuff.
True.
I'll roll perception on
say
Must be
perception or
rolling information.
arcana, probably.
Arcana, yeah.
I can roll Arcana too to decipher them. That's
the 17 on Arcana.
oh, you got it. You don't need me.
Well, I rolled a 19 on arcana, so
Hot damn! I'm gonna take a break. Smoke him if you got him.
None of you recognize what the runes mean.
Oh, then maybe you do need me, big boy.
maybe you do need to roll there, Mister.
Here we go, folks. That is a 24.
Yeah, we needed you.
With a 24, you recognize that these are definitely indicative of magic properties, but they are nothing that you've ever seen before.
I don't know what the hell these things are, but they seem to be magical.
Well, I knew that before I rolled the Arcana check. I tell you. All
That's my
right.
best guess.
I mean, I guess my point is that this anvil and hammer have a magical purpose. It is not just like a fancy inscribed anvil.
Okay.
It does something other than its appeared intention.
You said there was a guardian, and then what else? What did you say? Like a corpse?
There are six armored figures that stand guard around the anvil.
Can we look at them?
Was there like a corpse or something too?
Yeah, there's a dead wizard.
And a pile of rubble.
Oh, let's search the wizard.
Well, we'd been just standing in the doorway. We hadn't like really entered yet to draw.
I'm going to enter.
There you go. That's the attitude.
I think I would be interested enough in the forge and stuff that my
Okay. When you step inside, the six figures kind of stand more aggressively, but don't attack. They just stand in kind of like a defensive posture.
going to go look at the corpse. And do they like start coming towards me or anything whenever I start walking over towards it?
They stay around the anvil.
Okay. I'm going to leave the anvil alone for right now and go look at the corpse. Investigation 14.
So the only thing you can really tell is that it appears to be a body of a wizard, but his robes and cloak and whatnot are fancier than just a regular wizard. Like he seems to have had some import to him.
And there's nothing else in this room other than the anvil, the hammer, its guardians, and a dead wizard.
Correct.
Can you search the body of the wizard?
That's what he did. But he rolled poorly.
Can I search the body of the wizard?
You can do anything you want. This is D&D, buddy.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Don't give Tony that kind of creativity.
You guys yell at me when I do it the way I want to do.
See, you're asking, can you?
Yeah,
You should be asking, should I?
Oh, that's true. I don't say, okay, here we go. All right, so that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, you don't gain too much more information than what Doc found. He has some fancy robes that indicate that he was revered in some way, whether or not it was from outsiders or himself just decorating his robes because he thought he was a fancy pants man.
Okay.
That you can't tell, but
So while they're doing this, I want to look at these guardians. Like, is that you said they were like armored guardians? Is this like the animated armor we fought like before? Is this something I've never seen? Like, is this something simple?
You've never seen. These are definitely they are humanoids, but they don't. They are have kind of like they have green skin. That kind of is not transparent, but almost like they aren't human.
Okay. I'm gonna try to speak to them and just be like, can you we don't mean any harm. Can you tell us what this place is? And just see if I get a response.
They do not respond. No.
Do they acknowledge that I spoke? Like
Yeah,
in terms of like
definitely-
looking at me.
Their eyes are on you, so they recognize it as you speaking to them, but
But there's no response. Okay.
yeah, I mean, there's definitely like recognition in their eyes that you are there and addressing them, but they don't respond to you.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, all I got is dwarvish, giant, and yeti. So and common. So I doubt I have anything that would work to try a different language for these things.
Right, I can talk to them, right? Maybe. I don't know. They're green, right? I don't know.
I mean, they seem to be magically bound to a purpose in here. So
Yeah.
it's
I was
not
just
really
trying to figure out what
something-
that purpose was. So yeah.
What happened to
Yeah.
It is clear that their purpose is to guard this anvil.
Yeah.
So I'm not really worried about that. I think we should probably continue on.
Okay.
I say we leave as much as it pains me.
I know, huh?
But you can always come back.
We know it's there if we feel like we ultimately need that hammer or something. So
We
Right.
figured out what the meaning is.
All right. Well, I know this is very anticlimactic, but before we get into another skirmish or investigation of another area of the map, it is 11 o'clock, so should probably call it here for the evening. But I believe we should be back next week, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Should be.
We had a number of people in the chat tonight. We had Rod the Rican. We had Gordon, obviously. We had Magic Lasso. What's up, buddy? We had anybody else? JP's budget collecting.
I think I suck.
Gordon, the whole way through as always, and John
Yeah.
Thomas with this. So thank you guys for hanging out. If you did even pop in, just say hi. Appreciate you. And show next week. I believe we should be here.
I may not be, but
Okay.
Right.
Well,
depending on-
as long as it's just one person, we'll run with a trio. If
What do we need a healer? We don't need a healer.
yeah,
Well, and I should be able to get on chat or something. Worst case scenario, I'll be in another city. I don't know how internet will be in the hotel.
No.
fair enough.
Bring your stuff.
well, TBD
Of course.
then. In the meantime, until then, I hope everyone has a great week and never turn your back on a gargoyle home. I don't know, you guys didn't fight much this week. Okay, bye.